Warp Pipe Wednesday.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Warp Pipe Wednesday. I'm Russ Lyman.
I'm NES Addict.
And this is our short format show of our full length podcast, which you could catch every Saturday at 7 a.m., the weekly Warp Pipe. This is like a bonus episode for you guys.
That's right.
Jay brought up a fun topic. Online gaming memories, the first time maybe gaming online.
Yeah, just like kind of like what were your early memories of when the internet started becoming a thing and where you could start gaming online with like other people,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because you were saying you were looking over at your Halo game.
Yeah, I just kind of saw Halo. I have my camera stacked on some games and it was just sitting there and I was like, hey, kind of remember just like the first time I actually like played online with other people and like that kind of like brought like a totally new experience to gaming that I mean, obviously I'd played like couch co-op with my friends in the room, but then all of a sudden you had this like anybody anywhere could play with you. And so you could even be alone at home, but playing with other people, you know, at the same time, which was very cool, especially for like multiplayer Halo. And I'm not sure what your experience was, Russ, but I played a lot of multiplayer Halo.
I have never played Halo at all.
Really?
Yeah, I never got an Xbox, so I never got to play Halo. And I was never huge into that like shooter genre, I would say. I played GoldenEye on N64, but never gravitated towards the Call of Duty games and stuff like that.
I remember my friend would talk about his college buddies hooking their Xboxes together so they could have like more people playing and have like, different screens. And he was really good at Halo. And when he first came home from college, like he was like, "Yeah, we gotta play Halo." And I was like, "Yeah, all right, whatever." And he was so good at it. He would just like snipe me all the time, and like I hated it because I wasn't good. But once I like built up my like gaming skills and got pretty good, I really
Mhm.
enjoyed playing with multiple people. So if you ever got shot by somebody named Ravage Eject 87, right here, baby, that was me.
Nice. I will say, which you brought up, doing like with Halo, I guess you can link other Xbox systems together to get like a bunch of people, not just I guess two people. Maybe you get 16 players or
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that was done because I was never really a
like
part of
LAN
that.
parties.
But it was like that was kinda like the precursor almost to, like, playing online, I think, where you could have multiple people in, like, the same game.
Right. I had a short story. Someone told me I used to work at a movie theater, and a coworker used to work at a different movie theater that wasn't as busy, and I guess they did Halloween because it wasn't busy at all. And I guess after hours, they hooked up a bunch of Xboxes and played it on the movie screens
Wow,
in different movie theaters.
that's pretty crazy.
So that must have been awesome. I did though when I was working at a movie theater after hours, they would let us use projectors, and I did bring my Wii and we played Mario Kart on the huge screen and Smash Brothers.
Oh, that's fun.
So
That's
that
really
was fun.
cool.
But
Um
you gonna say you got another
oh,
game
no, go ahead.
online? The only one that stood out to me was I had bought a Nintendo DS system and I got Mario Kart, but I got it like late, like 3DS must have been already out. But I knew you can play online with this one, so I was like calling Nintendo trying to get the online to work, and it was like an hour talking to someone. He was basically just like, just buy the new Mario Kart, like.
Aw,
So I never got to play Mario Kart DS online,
did
unfortunately.
you end up buying the other one?
I think I eventually did, yes, get the
Oh, he
Mario Kart
broke you
7.
down, broke you down. Um, yeah, so I feel like the first time I really remember playing Halo online was probably Halo 3, and I was, like, at a house party, in college, and all these guys were playing Halo 3, and at this point, me and my buddy had been playing a lot of Halo 1, a lot of Halo 2, so once someone gave up their controller and I got to play, I was, like, murking people and just man, it was so addicting. I got to the point where I would play Halo online, like, every single night, and, I remember one night I was so proud of myself. I got like 25 out of 50 kills. I was like, I got half the kills. Now I could
Nice.
have been playing with like 12-year-olds, who knows? But
Right.
but I felt like such a bad A, and I was like shotgunning people in the face and sword swiping them, and but the greatest thing was just like you could just get on anytime and hook it up, and then there was like 49 of the people you play with, or whatever game you were in, depending on how many people. But I just spent so much time playing online matchmaking, and I felt like that is what made me actually get really good at Halo there for a while. I'm probably rusty now, but and the other thing I really liked was like there were multiple games you could play. So you could play Capture the Flag, King of the Hill. You could do custom games with people. I know me and my friend Brandon Spake used to do custom games, and he was like sponsored, so he had all these crazy places you could hide, like in these fan vents and stuff, and people would be looking for you, had no clue where you were. It was so awesome.
Nice. That now I will say, did you get into a lot of like banter, like back and forth, like you were talking to the other players, or are you
Oh,
just like,
yeah, because I had the headset with the
mhm.
microphone, and, yeah, there was probably a lot of adult language that shouldn't have been used, but, um, yeah, I mean, we would chirp people and say stuff like, "Oh, shut up," whatever, just anything to, like, get a rise out of people, and then,
Right?
like, obviously, when you win, you're, like, talking crap, like, "Oh, you suck," like that,
Well, that's almost part of like online gaming now. It's your what would you call it? Your online talk or whatever.
Yeah, like,
Your
talking smack.
banter, talking smack. Um, the only thing I remember earliest was not playing with like people I didn't know. I had a PlayStation, so I was on PS4, and we were able to do like the party chat,
Mhm.
where then you can chat with your friends if they're playing like other games, and you're just kind of hanging
Oh,
out together.
that's cool, so, like, doesn't really matter what you're playing, you can still, like, hang out and talk to your friends.
Right. So that was kind of neat because then you could just have a conversation about whatever. Um, but I did get, which stinks with Nintendo. So you get Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. We played online, but it would only let you speak in between the matches, like where they're picking the course. So you would have like
Ah,
20 seconds to kind of catch up, say whatever you had to say, and then when the match started, you could no longer communicate
that's strange, right?
because I guess they don't want like you yelling at some 8-year-old and all this slang or whatever. So
Yeah,
I
keep
think
it
that's what they're
family
protecting it,
friendly.
and it still goes like so. Splatoon came out on the Wii U, which I never played, but I did get Splatoon 2 on the Switch. And again, you can't chat while you're playing. You have to download like an app on the phone that connects and you speak through the phone. It's like weird. Like I can't just talk to my friends playing would be so much easier in a tactical game like that.
Like, what's the point of having an app when you can just call your friend?
Right. I'm like, I could just do a group chat on my phone. Like
It's so stupid. Like, come on, Nintendo, give us a break.
so it does stink with Nintendo with that. But I just picked up a PS5 maybe a month ago. So I'm happy to have a new PS5 and I could do like chats with friends again and maybe jump in. One of my friends wanted me to download like GTA 5 and do some missions with that.
Right. You would think maybe there would be like an age waiver you could sign. Like, if you were over 18, they would let you chat or something. So that way it would keep
Right.
some of that down. But I guess there's no way to know if a kid's lying about their age or not, if it's as simple as going in and putting in the right year to make yourself
Right.
18.
Could be part of the parental guidance things, but parents probably don't even know how to set it up. So they're like, whatever.
Yeah, but the other thing I always liked was on Xbox, at least, it would pop up on the bottom of the screen once your friends got on. So if you were playing like a match in Halo, and then it'd be like, so and so just joined, and then so like you could wrap up your game, and then you could meet up with them, and then you guys could both go in together and like join a match and play together, and then you could kind of like communicate with each other and like you know work like tactically work things out, which was kind of neat. So
Right, right. And you also like you jumping online, you can see who's playing what game. So you're like, oh, let me jump in on this game with them where you'll be playing and you see an invite come across,
yeah,
which is cool. Like,
yeah, the
oh,
invites
so
are
and so
always fun.
Jay wants to play, whatever
Right,
with
like
me.
Smash Bros or whatever, obviously, I don't know about Nintendo because I never really experienced that, but, like, I just know Xbox. I don't know if there were any other games I played besides, like, the Halo Reach, the Halo 3,
Hmm.
the Halo
Online, that
4.
is, yeah.
Yeah, but Halo 3 and Halo Reach were the ones that I loved the most 'cause, I mean, Halo Reach was so fun with all the special abilities, especially the jetpack. Something about flying around and shooting people was just so fun.
Right. Well, again, it's almost that genre is very big with online play now. You have like Overwatch. What are some of the other ones? Yeah, I don't even play them. So all the
Yeah,
shooters, the
I
Call
guess
of
like the Call of
Duties.
Duty, the Black Ops, the
There's few others I was trying
Modern
to think of.
Warfare, maybe.
Right. And those it's like you need that communication if you're doing a team and online, you're like, okay, I'm coming around. I mean, you can even say Fortnite as well,
Yeah, I was
big
thinking
with the
Fortnite.
kids. Um, but yeah, with that tactical game there, I don't know if anything else. Um, like that's the main thing online with gaming. I guess other than Nintendo, it's such a different um
Clientele.
atmosphere,
Yeah,
clientele. Like, I wish you could just chat while you're playing Mario Kart, or when not Mario Kart, new Super Mario Bros came out and it was like 4 players at once. That would
yeah,
be awesome to play online with
perfect.
friends. Or even heck, Mario Party, right?
Right. Well,
It's a party game.
why don't they just make it where you can chat with you know pre-existing friendships? Like if me and you are friends on there, like
Right.
why can't I talk to you? Maybe I couldn't. Maybe the rest of the people in the game couldn't hear me, but at least you could, right?
Right, kind of how like you do the party chat with, I know, on PlayStation. So it's like, all right, it's our closed niche group. So we're not going to be swearing or whatever at these 8-year-old kids or whatever they're worried about.
Yeah. So was am I mistaken in saying that the earliest online gaming with multiple people was the Dreamcast?
Um, you could be right because it did have like, I mean, although PlayStation 2 had a modem,
And
I
did
don't know.
PlayStation 2 come out before Dreamcast or after or along the same time?
I
I feel
want to
like
say before.
see, I think Dreamcast came out before. We're gonna have to Google this.
You do Dreamcast, I'll do PS2.
Alright, sounds good. Alright.
PS2 come out.
Oh gosh, my typing skills are failing me.
I got March 4th, 2000.
Yeah, I think Dreamcast came out in the 90s.
In North America, it was October 26th, 2000.
Which one?
2000 PS2.
Okay, PS2?
Yeah. What do you got for Dreamcast?
Well, my slow computer does not wanna tell me this now. Come on, computer. Get
Because I
with
know
it.
it had capabilities that PS2 had the modem where I guess you
Nope.
could maybe download certain stuff.
Looks like, in North America, September 9th, 1999.
Oh, so it did come out before PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I
Okay.
remember my buddy Brad had it, but I'm pretty sure it had, now I don't know if the online capabilities included, m multiplayer,
Multiplayer, right.
but it was definitely online, and I know for a fact because I just watched a video from My Retro Life, uh, Sega had Sega Channel, and you could, play games online during certain times, for a certain amount of time. You could even play, new games that weren't released yet. So that's kinda cool. I mean, that was the early '90s. That was probably, 94, 95 for Sega Channel.
Right. When you say like online play, my brain immediately goes to like
Multiplayer?
multiplayer where you're playing with someone across the country and you could chat with them and you're playing the same game. So it's like couch co-op, but your buddy's on a separate couch 1,000 miles away.
Yeah. So, oh, listen to this. So Sega Channel was launched December 14th, 94 and ended July 1st, 98. So it lasted for 4 years.
Nice. And
So
that's basically, bringing you a bunch of games that they were trying out. And again, now with Nintendo having the online that you can try, they're actually doing a lot of the older games you can play online.
right.
So now you can play GoldenEye online together, and even some of the NES titles that were 2 player.
That's cool. I didn't even know that because I never used that feature that much, surprisingly.
Yeah, so bringing people together via the internet.
The interwebs. Just like we're doing now.
I don't know how many. Some people would send. Even now, some people still send messages through like my PlayStation, and I'm like, I can't see like typing out a full message on my game controller.
Well, I remember Microsoft came out with like a keyboard that fit in on the controller somehow. I don't
Yes,
remember exactly.
yeah, on the 360, they had the little chat pad that like went up into the wedge area, and then you
Yeah.
could. And PlayStation did it as well on PS3, so you had the little type thing. So you can be like, hey, want to play this game? And I guess it
Yep.
could come up on screen.
You could text your homies.
Text your homies. Or you could just grab your sidekick and text them then too.
Your sidekick.
Hey,
You're
that could be an episode. Old phones.
like the Engage.
The Engage, sidekick, the Razor.
Yeah. Oh man.
Future episode, maybe future Warp Pipe Wednesday episode.
Let us know in the comments below if you're interested in that episode.
Sweet. And if you guys do have any what is it? Suggestions.
Calls, questions?
Yeah, calls. I'm trying to see where the heck did I put our number?
1-800.
I wish it was 1-800.
555.
Call us at 949-682-9277. You can leave a message or even text us. Say, hey, you want to play some games? Add me on PSN network. We can play some games.
Hit me up on Sega Channel in 1998.
Sweet. Yeah. Catch our full episodes every Saturday at 7 a.m. Or you can check these out every Wednesday for your extra fix of the weekly Warp Pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need more Jay and Russ.
That's it.
In your life.
All right, guys. We'll catch you later. Peace.
Take care.